Boom. It's that time. It's time for Unblock Yourself. And guess what? Today is Tuesday. Top 10 Tuesday. I'm on the back side of the studio today in the editing room. I'm working on my mom's birthday party. And I wanted to get this video in while it was fresh on my mind. And I got the handy dandy iPad. So Top 10 Tuesday. What are you going to talk about today, Jeff? Today is, for your top 10, drum roll please, unblocking your communication. We will all seek deeper relationships, and we all seek communication and prayers, communication with God, and it's two-way communication. All right, two-way. When you're communicating with somebody, you are getting your point across and they are getting theirs across. It is received and reciprocated, okay? I can tell you something and you understand it, you get it on the inside of you, and it produces fruit. So we're going to keep that going between me and you, all right? So let's get started. Number one, on my thing, before I do that, I know you always do that. A person, I wrote this down. A person will read into what you say or do as far as they can. And they're going to try to get their own understanding. And when it's unclear, they fill in the blanks. They just make stuff up. If it's true, if it's not true, whatever they perceive as being what's right, that's what they're going for. So the more clear that you can be, which is number one, be clear in your intent. The more clear that you can be, the less guessing they will have to do. And you don't have to say, well, I thought you knew that. No, you're being clear. So number one, be clear in your intent. Okay. Not only be clear in your intent, but be clear in your expectations of them too. What do you want? If they understand what you want, then you'll have less problems in getting what you want. Number three, listen to understand. Remember, this is communication. If they're talking to you, listen to actually understand. Because a lot of people say, you never talk to me. Well, you don't ever listen. I hear you all the time. But are you listening? Listen to understand. Okay? Just think, you cannot talk, which is number four. You cannot talk and listen at the same time. I haven't met one person that could do it. Me especially. I cannot do it. You cannot talk and listen at the same time. Because if you're talking and the other person's talking and you can't be listening, for one thing, you're trying to concentrate on what you're trying to say. And you're trying to get your point across. So, you can't talk and listen at the same time. 5, give your full attention. What did you say? I understand. Give your full attention. Not just a little bit. So, and make sure that you have their attention. I made it a point now to really not talk to my wife when she has her phone in her hand. And if you know my wife, she is a very busy person and people always calling. So when I talk to her and she's focused on something else, then I didn't say anything. And then she was like, why didn't you do this? Or why didn't you? Well, I told you. Well, what can I expect if you don't have their full attention? If I don't have your attention, how can I hold you accountable to the things that I'm trying to tell you? Because you're not listening. So don't expect a lot of big things to happen when you're not being paid attention to. Okay? Here's 7. Summarize. And what do I mean by that? I mean to really take what they've said, break it down in your mind, put it back together, and tell them, did you mean to say this? Because this is how I heard it. You sure you want me to do that? Because this is how I heard it. If you can confirm that thing, then you'll have an understanding between each other. But if you just take it into your own hands and fill in the blank and go out and do whatever you was going to do anyway, then it's not going to work. It's not a working relationship. That's not communication. That's just them telling you, is it communication when I'm talking to a blank wall? Just staring at the blank wall and just saying, how you doing today and not getting anything back. That's not really communication. Number 8, give time for responses. So you can actually make sure that they understand by actually allowing them to talk too, give some feedback on their part. And what you do get, whatever you get, take action on it. Number 9 is take action. Take action on those things that they're trying to express to you or they want you to do. Don't just say, okay, and then do whatever it was you were going to do anyway. Take action. Now, the last one. Don't assume. No assumptions. I've said that before. No assumptions. Do not assume that you know everything that they're going to say or that they actually understand everything that you've said. Don't make assumptions. Don't fill in the blanks. Let the blanks be filled in by the person who's supposed to be filling them in. Either you or the other person when it's your turn. So don't assume, okay? And you won't be blocking communication if you do these things. So I said this at the end just to put it back all up. Together. Let it soak in, okay? Let them speak. Let the person speak. And better communication will always result in more understanding. And a better understanding will lead to deeper relationships. Relationships are built on the communication between you and the other person. How much you understand each other. Can two walk unless they're agreed? Probably not. If they're not agreeing, if they're not having an understanding of each other, they won't get very far. Okay, so top 10, that's it for Tuesday here from the studio, and peace.